It's time for the fun part. Now that you have a pretty solid overview of Mexico and Tulum, let's start with section 2 of this course. I know each investor watching this has different goals, different visions, so I will keep it broad but on topic with what's important. I assume that if you're watching this, you have some sort of experience with real estate, business, entrepreneurship, and are well versed with simple terms and can keep up with how calculations operate and finding an opportunity. There are all sorts of deals, options, and ways to invest here in Mexico, and I'll show you how I prepare this stuff, but I'm not here to push anything onto you. I'll give you the tools and connect you with the right people to make this stuff benefit you. I don't know if I mentioned that during the process, I can help you with finding the right spot for your place to invest, but we can set up a call at any time to go through your personal situation, and I'll share with you the projects that I'm a part of, and then I can connect you with my team. But for now, let's delve into one of the most critical metrics for property investors. Obviously, the concept of ROI is very important, the return on investment. I assume most of you already know, but understanding your ROI can make the difference between a profitable investment and a money sink when it comes to property rentals. We know that ROI is calculated by dividing the net profit from an investment by the cost of the asset itself multiplied by 100. This figure gives you a percentage. The higher, the better. Here in Tulum and Mexico rentals, your ROI is influenced by several factors. The most obvious is your rental income, the money we make from Airbnb and other platforms or other types of rentals. But rental income is only part of the story. We also need to factor in property appreciation, and over time, the value of your property is likely to increase, adding to your overall return. And then there are expenses. These might include property management fees, taxes, maintenance costs, or mortgage payments. And I'll refer to these as HELOC or cash out refis that you might plan to take out to make this investment for those who end up going that route. I'm going to share with you a calculator you can use to figure out your own ROI based on the numbers that you put in your Excel sheet, and I'm going to share that with you. I'll go over a synopsis of the fees. Number 1, your HOA. If you're buying in a building, check with the developer how much the HOA fees will be. I can help you with this, but typically it's between $2 and $3 per square meter. So if you have a 109 square meter property, we'll multiply it by $2.50 conservatively. It's about $275 a month. This is just a rule of thumb. It can depend on many factors. Does the building have 24/7 security? That's going to cost a little extra, but it will result in better reviews. What kind of amenities are there? A shared pool and a common space? That's probably going to have some things added onto it as well, with adding different chemicals. Just be sure to know what the HOA fee is. It's not a make or break, especially when I tell you how to get your taxes from 34% to 12% in Mexico as an American. Next is electricity. This is a variable cost. My 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom penthouse is around $450 a month just on electricity. The guests never turn the ACs off, but you can get a Google Nest or things like that to remotely set the ACs on and off to cut down from the cost right from your cell phone. I should probably do that. My 2-bedroom units that I manage operate at about 6,000 pesos every 2 months, which is about $350 US at the time of this recording and where the exchange rate is sitting right now. It's not that bad. Mine is just really big, and I know the AC eats up energy to cool the place down. Wi-Fi with the company GigNet is like $40 a month. Fiber optic. If you can't get GigNet, go the Starlink route. It's 100 megabytes a second, and it's roughly $50 a month and super reliable. I have it in one of my units now that I manage, and it's great. And then we have cleaning supplies and knickknacks. Just buy this stuff on Amazon when you need it, or have your cleaning team buy it. It should be no more than $30 to $40 a month. Garbage bags, paper towels, toilet paper, shampoo, just buy it in bulk. You can easily figure out the price by looking at amazon.com.mx. It is a little bit different, but amazon.com.mx has already been imported and you don't have to pay fees. Then we have property taxes. Your property taxes are 0.1% of the total value of your home annually. So if you have a $450,000 US dollar home, expect to pay around $450 US dollars a year on taxes. Yeah, that's correct. It can vary from state to state and municipality to municipality, but this is why investing here is amazing. The taxes are very low. I'll get into other tax info a little later, but I wanted to share this with you really quickly. So let's walk through this Excel spreadsheet so you have this calculator and you can play with it and adjust your own numbers. Okay, cool. So here we are in the ROI calculator. Basically, everything in green you can change. So you'll want to change, if you want to name it to share with somebody or partner, like this. You can play with this and all these numbers will change. So let's just say this 2-bedroom loft apartment in January rents for $135 on average at a 67% ROI. It's going to change all these numbers in the red. So the idea is to go through here and adjust all of these numbers to, what you found, what your research is. Obviously on our 101 conversation, we can go over this together. This is basically, going to just calculate everything for you. I made it easy for you. And you can come through here. And the idea is you want to go for something that's going to be, above 7%. This is not going to take into effect your appreciation. So you're going to have a total here. This is basically your average occupancy, and then your total amount of this based on monthly. You can come here and see all of the days, like 31 days in January, 28 days in February, 31 days in March, 30 days in April, 31, 30, 31, 31. So I calculated all those days, and that will give you the total right here. Now we have to go through the expenses. This is ongoing or ongoing. Ongoing expenses. Your HOA, as I mentioned, it's about $2 to $3 a square meter. This is going to calculate it based on 12 months. So we're looking at the big picture, right? Some people get caught up here like, oh, well, it only made $2,800. Yeah, but you made up for some of that here, and you made up for it here, here. This is just an example, but your Wi-Fi, you can put that there, your cleaning supplies, your annual property taxes, and everything here. Then you can adjust the percentage here. I will unlock this. I have this all locked, but if you'd like, you can take this and click make a copy. You can make a copy, do that, and then you can go through and change any formulas. I'm just doing this because I don't know if everybody's skill level is with Excel. If you mess something up, it might ruin it. So just click File, make a copy, and then you can adjust and change all the formulas yourself. I just put a standard of 25% management fee, then your ongoing expenses, and then here, let's just say you bought this property for $460,000. I don't know, I'm just making it up. That is a 7% return. You bought it for $390,000. That's 8% return. So this will automatically change. You want to shoot for basically above a 7. And there you go. So hopefully this calculator will help you kind of get an idea of what's going on, what you can expect, and get you your ROI. Obviously, your management fee, if you can get that lower, that's great. Or you just get more occupancy here. That's great as well. And then all of these expenses, I did not include your taxes. Your taxes are going to be inevitable. In a later section, I will show you how to reduce your taxes, and I'll help you with this, from 34% to 12% by getting your residency and your RFC. That's something I do help my clients with, which is huge because we do have to pay on this, and we do have to pay taxes on this, and I will explain this all to you in another section. But for now, here is the calculator, and play around with it to figure out your numbers.